would you believe me if I told you a family of 4 could save over £1,000 a year on their food shop? Well, that's just the starting point, because that £1,000 or £1,030 a year is simply from saving food that was perfectly edible when you bought it from ending up in the bin. But if you add in other things like convenience spending, last minute takeaways, misreading date labels, or not using your freezer properly, then it's not just waste that's going to cost your money, and your whole food budget can quickly disappear. Now, if you felt like your food shop is getting more and more expensive lately, you're not imagining it. So today I'm breaking down 4 habits that are costing you and how to fix them. Okay, so I'm going to start with one that's in nearly every trolley, because supermarkets are brilliant at selling convenience, but convenience is expensive, and sometimes you're literally paying more to get less food. Let me show you. Okay, so this pack of pre-grated cheese is 250 grams, and in the supermarket it costs £2.70, but for just 65p more you could get a whole 400 grams block. And in reality, this is what it looks like when you pay the same amount of money if you grate it yourself versus buying pre-grated, and you get so much more for your money if you buy it as a block, grate it yourself, versus buying the convenience option. And it's not just cheese, so it's also, for example, things like these mushrooms. You can buy pre-sliced mushrooms for £1.35 for 250 grams, or you can spend 6p less and get another 150 grams. Now, I also thought it would be an experiment to time myself slicing 250 grams worth of mushrooms, and paying more for the convenience option saved me a grand total of 50 seconds. Seriously, 50 seconds. And if you still want the convenience option, then you can just pop these straight into the freezer, open freeze them like that before bagging them up, and then you can add them straight into your dishes from frozen. Anyway, I talk about food swaps on another video, I'll link below. It has a few other examples, but here's the part most people also don't actually realise. Pre-cut food spoils faster, so once opened you have less time to use it. If you check the back of pack, even this pre-grated cheese says it should be used within 2 days. If you grate it yourself, you'll easily get 5 days or more. Same with lettuce. If you chop it yourself, store it with a kitchen towel in the bottom of a container, you can easily get 5-6 days out of it. But if you buy a bag of pre-cut lettuce, you'll find that by the next day it's gone slimy. So you're paying more and throwing it away sooner. And if that's happening across multiple items every single week, that can add up fast. But let's talk where money really disappears fast. Takeaways. Now, takeaways rarely happen because we've planned them. They happen because it's 6 o'clock, you're tired, you don't want to cook, and suddenly that 20-30 pounds disappears without you even thinking about it. Now, you can meal plan perfectly all week and still fall into this trap, trust me. But instead of trying to rely on motivation, make it easier for your future self, for those nights that will inevitably happen, because they happen to all of us, we're human, and treat your freezer as an emergency button. What I mean by that is keep a small stash of homemade fakeaways in your freezer. If you look in mine, I'll always have something in there, like a curry with a naan, some chili, some breaded chicken I can do with some chips, a bolognese. But the key is stuff you know you can cook from frozen, because as soon as you can grab something from the freezer, it's quicker and cheaper than ordering a delivery, and you're automatically winning. Now, if you've watched any of my freezer videos, you'll see that I always freeze my food flat like this, and it means that whenever the urge for a change in dinner happens, which, let's face it, can happen once a week, I can grab one of these fakeaways instead, and I'll just cook it from frozen. Now, I just run it under some cold water, about 30 seconds, and snap it out of the freezer bag, straight into a pan with a splash of water. Cook it on a low heat to defrost it before turning the heat up and cooking it as normal until it's piping hot. No effort, no extra money, and from a food safety point of view, freezing causes bacteria. So any meals like this that you can stash up on in the freezer can stay frozen for months. And avoiding just one £25 takeaway a week is £1,300 a year. Now, even once a month makes a difference, and that's on top of the £1,000 that you could save from reducing your food waste. Now, this next one causes more unnecessary food waste than almost anything else. And as an EHO, I hate seeing these two mixed up, because whilst I'm happy to push the boundary on one, I won't on the other. And if you haven't guessed, I'm talking about use by versus best before. So use by dates are given to foods that would be unsafe after a certain point due to the growth of bacteria. They've normally been tested in factories, that shelf life has been tested. So highly perishable foods like meat, sandwiches, ready to eat foods will all have a use by date. Now, you can of course still freeze up until midnight on the use by date, but after this date, it's not considered safe to eat. Best before, on the other hand, totally different. This label is purely for quality purposes, so will be on frozen foods, breads, cookies, biscuits, chocolate, fruit and veg, and it's perfectly safe to ignore the best before date. I mean, as long as there's not mold growing on the food, it's not slimy, it doesn't smell bad, then you just need to be aware that the taste might not be as good, like your biscuit might have gone stale, might not, and it's still fine to use. Now, understanding that one difference alone can stop huge amounts of perfectly good food going in the bin. And that's where a big chunk of that £1,000 disappears. Well, between that and the final one, massively underestimating what freezes well. Your freezer is not just for bread and cooked leftovers. There is so much you can freeze. In fact, so much that I've created a whole guide on it. But you can freeze everything from avocados to apples to cheese to cooked rice, mushrooms, herbs, aubergines, courgettes, even eggs. Freezing isn't just storage, it's a pause button on all kinds of foods, whether they have a use by or a best before. And if you know you're not going to use something in the next few days, instead of letting it deteriorate in the fridge until it's too late, freeze it, because tomorrow turns into the next day and then it ends up wasted. Now, changing that one habit, freezing food before it's wasted, can have a huge impact on how much money you can save. There we go. The average family wastes over £1,000 a year on food, but when you stop paying for convenience, using your freezer properly and understanding date labels, as well as building in a load of backup meals to stop the urge of takeaways, you're not just reducing waste, you're lowering your entire food bill. And these aren't extreme budgeting hacks. These are everyday habits that will save you money. And if that's what you're here for, make sure you're subscribed.